What if the world just witnessed the biggest economic attack in modern history, and almost no one in the West even realized it happened? What if overnight 185 nations were handed a way to trade, pay, and bank without the US dollar, and the balance of global power quietly shifted away from Washington? For nearly 80 years, one currency has ruled the world: the US dollar. It set the price of oil, gold, loans, and global trade. When America sanctioned a nation, entire governments felt the shock within days. That financial weapon shaped geopolitics more effectively than any military alliance. But today, that era is under threat. Not by one nation, not by one region, but by a fast-expanding coalition known as BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and now joined by new economic and energy giants across Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and South America. Together, they control heavy checkmark 45% of the world's population. Heavy checkmark 36% of global GDP. Heavy checkmark over 60% of the planet's energy and mineral wealth. For years, these nations complained that global finance was built to serve Western interests through SWIFT, the IMF, and the World Bank, a system that rewarded the United States and kept the developing world dependent. But now BRICS has made its move. A new global payment system capable of operating in 185 countries without using the US dollar. This system allows cross-border trade, currency settlement, and energy payments using national currencies, or a new BRICS settlement instrument under development. No SWIFT, no US banks, no dollar exposure, no sanctions pressure. What pushed BRICS to act? 2 decades of financial isolation for Russia, Iran, and Venezuela. China's rise as the world's factory. Africa's demand for monetary independence. Oil exporters hungry for more control. And then the turning point, 2022. Russia, kicked out of SWIFT, survived. And not only survived, but built alternative financial pipelines. Other nations noticed. If it could happen to Russia, it could happen to them. Meanwhile, the foundations of the dollar began to crack. Oil is being sold in yuan, rupees, and rubles. The global share of dollar reserves is shrinking. Trust in U.S. debt weakens as national debt passes $34 trillion. CB digital currencies are spreading across emerging markets. And now, 185 nations are exploring BRICS systems because trading in dollars is expensive, slow, and politically dangerous. For many nations, BRICS is not just economics. It is survival and sovereignty. The West is watching and worried. Because if just 20 to 30% of global trade moves away from dollars, U.S. sanctions lose power. Treasury financing becomes harder. Western banks lose monopoly.